Welcome to Southern Currency TV. You're about to check out another episode. For interviews and anything related with Southern Currency, you can check me out at www.southerncurrency.com. You can also follow me at Twitter at _CURRENSYENT. Check me out. Enjoy. So what's the deal with GT Garza? Like, where did that name originate from, man?
It's actually a name my mom and my pops and me used to call me when I was small. It's the initials for my real name. The first battle I went to was at an import-export car show in 2002. I think it was at the Reliant. And man, all my partners were like, man, you should enter that hoe. And I was like, man, I don't even know what I'm doing. Man, I entered that hoe. I won that bitch. I was probably like 17 or something like that. I won a pair of rims. I didn't even have a car. Sold them hoes. I could imagine myself going to a show and seeing some skinny Mexican kid hop on stage. I'm going to be like, man, what the fuck is this? And if you don't come correct, I'm going to walk away. Well, I have a part in the show where I do a cappella. And I'm basically just saying shit, you know, about my life that, you know what I'm saying, people will feel. And certain cities, people really fuck with it. In other cities, I had to grab their attention. Like, as soon as I started rap, I just hear people talking. And I'm like, damn, I'm on stage, y'all not even gonna respect my shit?
What do you find interesting, you know, that somebody might not find interesting at all?
Man, I'm into, like, street art. Like, I wouldn't even say necessarily graffiti. It's basically like three-dimensional street art. You ever seen that shit? Man, I be Instagramming that shit. That shit's amazing. I ain't even seen one in person before. It's basically like art you could probably just see from one direction. And it's three-dimensional. And it's like I'll show you a picture. If I stand from right here and I look this way, it looks so real. You would think that shit's there, but it ain't there.
Yeah,
it's just an illusion, basically. But, you know, that be the shit I'm into, just that. And, you know, when people make beats and shit, I just like, listen, I can't make a beat to save my motherfucking life. I couldn't make a beat. I just ain't got the potential for it. You know what I'm saying?
You got the $1 million fingers and
shit?
Yeah,
dog. So when I hear somebody make a beat, I'll be watching that shit, dog. That shit is amazing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't know no notes and no keys and no sound. You know what I'm saying? I just know how to put words together.
Right.
That's some other shit. You got to be a real artist to, like, you know what I'm saying? To musically make the shit great. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely be sitting in on, like, sessions where people be making beats and shit, because I like hearing a bunch of different shit. Like, I don't like hearing no whack shit. I leave. But if you making some amazing shit, I'm going to sit there and jam. Straight up, I'm going to just let me chill, bro. Let me smoke.
Hell yeah. What you got? We're going to get back to that question in a second.
See that?
Now, that was a picture on the wall or something?
It's on the floor. It's a straight concrete slab. He make it seem like it's a river there. It ain't no river there. It's a kid standing right there, if you can see it.
Can you see it? Y'all need to open your eyes and shit.
Just Google the shit. It's called street art. And man, that shit throw. I'm telling you.
Hell yeah.
I got all types of shit.
Street art, y'all. Check it out. Alright, 2013. Around the corner. What you got for us?
2013. Definitely bigger features, bigger production. Yeah, I got a bunch of features right now. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to say too many names. But I'm definitely gonna try to get some big. I ain't got crit in them yet, but I know I'm gonna get there sooner or later. Maverick Music 3. That's a big project for me, man. Maverick Music. I had one of my biggest songs on there called 52 Pickup. That was like one of the biggest freestyles or whatever, people will hear from me or whatever. So the last CD of that'll be out this year. And I ain't dropped one of them in like 5 years. And I usually put them out like every 2 or 3 years. So once I drop that, man, I don't know, you know, getting it together. You know, I want to say I want to work on a radio single, but I ain't really trying to make radio songs right now, you know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to make good music. You know, just
as long as you're making good
above
music.
A 7.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'll make a song that's above this. It's my standard. I'm cool with it. I can rock with it. And, you know, I know my fans going to rock with it. So, you know, I'm going to just gain new fans, travel a lot more. You know, try to open people's eyes to this new shit. You know, definitely try to bring up a couple more Mexican rappers with me, you know what I'm saying, and just see if we can get popping, you know what I'm saying.
Okay. Are you in the works of, I know we talked about the machine earlier, are you in the works of adding a few particular artists that you're
Yeah, I got an artist right now by the name of Buns, B-U-N-Z. He's from Richmond, Rosenberg. He put out mixtapes before, man. He had ESG, Hawk, all types of people on him, you know what I'm saying? And he's just from a hood in Rosenberg, you know what I'm saying? So when I linked up with him, it's rare that I find another Mexican rapper or somebody that's just really tight. You know, you go into the studio, you do songs with people, they cool, you know, you be like, oh man, that's what's up. But when you really fuck with somebody, you be like, yo, this dude here is tight. It's a whole nother thing for me, you know what I'm saying? Because now I can rap on every song with you and feel comfortable, you know what I'm saying? So with him, you know, I invited him over, and you know, he could have signed with somebody that I know, but instead he was like, nah, I'm gonna fuck with you. I was like, bet. So, you know, he real picky on his beats, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna get his first project out this year. He got a song with called Two Birds. He got a single with J-Dog. So we're gonna put that shit out all this year to be out.
Bet. I believe you had a decent single with that you actually put a video out for. Roses. So.
Well, that was with Risky, one of my producers that I had. Risky, he fucks with a group called BRG right now with T Gray and them. Buns, he used to be with a group called Lifeline in Richmond, Rosenberg, and they put out a bunch of mixtapes and shit. And recently, you know, when I got with him, he wanted to do a bunch of albums and shit, so he just been in the recording process. So man, I got him, we got him a couple singles, a couple songs. So this gonna be his first time out the gate, really. Right. So you know, people gonna start hearing about more. And I've been leaking them more on CDs. You know, I put out a mixtape called G Files 3, which is like a vault CD of all my shit that's just on my hard drive on what they need. Right. And I put him on like 7 songs on that. And then you know, the day after mixtape, he on like 4 or 5 songs of that. So you know, I'm trying to get people to get used to his voice. You know what I'm saying? Get used to hearing him. You know, so I can slowly bleed him in and mix him into what I got going on. Because at the end of the day, he need to be where I'm at. Right. To help me run this shit, you know what I'm saying? So I want him to be as big as me, if not bigger. So he gonna be coming. B-U-N-Z, Buns.
Where can we, you know, anybody get a hold of you when it comes to bookings, features, CDs, mixtapes, anything and everything that has to do with GT?
Man, they can hit the website up. It's gtgarza.com. They can hit up Northwest at Gmail. That's Nawth West at Gmail, or gt.garza at Gmail. You know, we ship weekly. So if y'all order something, you know what I'm saying, we ship y'all a package. Follow me on Twitter at It's Garza, ITZGARZA. Catch me in the H. You know what I'm saying? We chilling. Out here working.
Already. A lot of rappers out there, a lot of singers, just people making music in general. At this point that you're at right now, like, what would you say to somebody that just came up to you and, you know, they've been on the grind a little bit? Advice?
Man, just keep working, dog. That's all I can tell you. Just keep working. Like, if you're gonna do this shit, man, do this shit for real, with both feet in. You know what I'm saying? Don't ever half-ass this shit, because if you do that, it ain't gonna work. It's gonna take a lot. It ain't gonna be overnight. For some of y'all, it might be. For most of us, it ain't. And if it ain't, you know, just don't ever look at it with a negative. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's tons of problems, but there's always a way to solve them. You know what I'm saying? Right. So it's always gonna be something to do. Always gonna be a way to come up. You know what I'm saying? So as long as you stay consistent and you putting out CDs and you stay relevant in your market, I think you should be straight.
Okay. All right. Well, that sums us up for the interview, man. So yeah. You got anything else, man?
I appreciate y'all, man. Check me out. Hit me up. Google me. Hit me on YouTube. GTGarza.com. GT Garza. Check out my mixtape 85. I got a Slim Thug and Zero on here. Got a mixtape called Batteries Not Included too, hosted by Don Cannon. They can check it out. I got my partners Buns, Felony on here. Shout out to my partner Young Keys, Fame City, Lil Boss. You know, everybody that hold me down, man. I appreciate y'all.
Already, man. Well, it's good. And we'll be sitting back, just waiting for you to fucking do your
Hell yeah, man. Appreciate y'all.
Check us out at www.southerncurrency.com. She got interviews, got my own artists on there, and just plenty much to come, y'all. Y'all stay tuned.